Data Protection Officer. Act 1. The Guardian of Digital Privacy and Trust. Welcome to the high-stakes, hyper-growth perimeter of a massive e-commerce startup. As the Data Protection Officer, my ultimate mission is to design, enforce, and fortify the privacy frameworks that protect our customer data. While developers rush to ship code and marketing aggressively drives user acquisition, my department ensures our relentless speed never compromises legal, ethical, or architectural privacy integrity across the platform. In a Tier 1 e-commerce platform processing millions of customer profiles globally every single day, data privacy is not a passive checklist, it is an active business enabler. We design the core data protection frameworks that secure consumer trust, protect sensitive financial information, and mitigate multi-million-dollar regulatory penalties. A single systematic failure or compliance breach can destroy consumer trust overnight and paralyze expansion plans. People frequently hold a narrow, outdated view of a data protection officer, assuming we spend our entire day auditing spreadsheets or acting as bureaucratic roadblocks in total isolation. However, in a modern tech startup, privacy governance is a highly dynamic, strategic engineering and legal discipline. We embed automated privacy controls directly into engineering workflows, translate global data laws into code logic, and build a trust-first culture. Being an executive steering this critical, high-visibility data protection organization demands an exceptional combination of technical skepticism, legal depth, and business acumen. I manage diverse squads of privacy analysts, compliance engineers, and policy architects who look to me for regulatory clarity and strategic direction. Navigating this complex regulatory landscape while maintaining an agile startup spirit is precisely why my role is fulfilling. Act 2. The Advanced Technical Arsenal and Frameworks. To effectively lead an enterprise-level data protection division, your technical hard skills must be exceptionally advanced, spanning across systems architecture and cryptography. You need a profound, practical understanding of modern cloud-native infrastructures, zero-trust data access modeling, and secure deployment pipelines. It is absolutely non-negotiable to master international data protection standards, masking techniques, and anonymization protocols. Deep expertise in constructing robust, automated continuous compliance architectures, managing vendor risk profiles, and designing data breach incident protocols is mandatory. You must be completely fluent in translating complex legal mandates like GDPR, CCPA, and regional data privacy acts into concrete technological requirements for engineering teams. In this fast-paced domain, privacy must be treated as code that integrates seamlessly into the system. Our specialized technological toolkit is incredibly vast, sophisticated, and heavily optimized to support continuous privacy auditing and automated risk assessment at scale. For orchestrating our enterprise governance, risk, and compliance workflows, we rely heavily on ServiceNow and OneTrust. We utilize automated cloud security posture management tools like Palo Alto Prisma Cloud to continuously audit our AWS and Google Cloud environments for data leaks. Maintaining absolute data governance and continuous system integrity is paramount, which is why we deploy advanced access management solutions like Okta and CyberArk. For continuous threat detection, vulnerability scanning, and data lineage auditing, my data protection engineering teams utilize Splunk and Datadog daily. For technical governance, tracking privacy sprints, and building policy documentation, Jira and Confluence serve as our core systems. Act 3. Leadership, Influence, and Crucial Soft Skills. While technical mastery provides the necessary foundation, your interpersonal soft skills ultimately dictate your long-term success as a privacy executive. You must be an elite communicator who can seamlessly translate complex legal or security risks into clear strategic business impacts for non-technical board members. When a critical privacy patch requires engineering downtime, you must explain the commercial trade-offs with absolute clarity. Conflict resolution, strategic diplomacy, and absolute composure under extreme corporate pressure are defining characteristics of a battle-tested data protection leader. In a hyper-competitive startup, product teams often push back against privacy guardrails in the name of speed. I must act as an objective negotiator, using transparent risk data and collaborative frameworks to find an optimal balance without stalling product innovation. Cultivating an empowering, privacy-aware corporate culture requires immense empathy, active listening, and an unyielding commitment to organizational education. I spend a significant amount of time mentoring technical leads, aligning cross-functional privacy squads, and promoting a privacy-by-design mindset. My objective is to completely eliminate bureaucratic silo mentalities, transforming our department into a trusted strategic facilitator. Strategic negotiation and vendor risk management are also vital soft skills that I exercise almost daily in this highly competitive corporate tech sector. Evaluating and holding external third-party software vendors to strict privacy SLAs requires exceptional sharpness and diligence. You must protect the data privacy of your startup's consumers while establishing robust, compliant relationships with global tech vendors that empower your business. Act 4. A day in the high-velocity privacy trenches. My daily routine officially kicks off at 8 a.m. with a deeply focused evaluation of our automated compliance monitoring dashboards and access logs. I review the real-time vulnerability scans and continuous privacy reports from the previous night, paying close attention to any unauthorized configuration changes or data access. Spotting minor security anomalies early allows us to proactively collaborate with the DevOps team before the business day accelerates. By mid-morning, my focus transitions from tactical system surveillance to high-level strategic alignment and cross-functional planning. I routinely lead architectural risk reviews with engineering directors and product heads to evaluate the regulatory viability of upcoming features. My primary objective during these sessions is to ensure that every single new service complies with global data privacy laws and our internal privacy-by-design policies. Afternoons are typically dedicated to deep-dive audit preparation reviews, third-party vendor assessments, and actively mentoring my data privacy leads. We meticulously analyze past system audit results, treating every minor policy deviation as a valuable learning opportunity to further harden our automation suites. I also spend significant time collaborating with the legal team, updating our internal data processing agreements to match regulations. My core responsibilities ultimately center on 3 critical pillars: regulatory compliance, systemic risk mitigation, and corporate privacy automation. I am personally and professionally accountable for the compliance posture, security standards, and audit readiness of our massive tech stack. This requires me to constantly refine our privacy frameworks, enforce strict quality gates, and drive absolute operational excellence across our platform. Act Phi: The triumphs, the sorrows, and the guardrails. Let's speak candidly about the profound joys of this career, because successfully steering a massive enterprise through a rigorous global regulatory privacy audit is an unmatched feeling. Passing a comprehensive regulatory audit with 0 major findings, while processing millions of daily orders, is pure euphoria. Knowing that your team's structural precision directly secured investor confidence and market expansion is deeply rewarding to me. Another immense source of professional pride is witnessing the professional evolution of the privacy professionals under my leadership. Seeing a traditional risk analyst transform into a brilliant privacy automation engineer who can script security policies is incredibly fulfilling. Breaking glass ceilings and earning absolute structural authority as a data leader in a fast-paced, complex tech domain remains a powerful victory every single day. Yet, the burdens of this role can be incredibly heavy, as privacy is fundamentally a high accountability, low margin for error endeavor. When governance works flawlessly, your work is invisible, and stakeholders assume compliance happens automatically. But the moment a regulatory body issues a new mandate or a vendor exposes data, all eyes turn to you, and the public pressure to remediate the system can feel completely suffocating. The sorrows of a privacy leader also include the constant battle against operational shortcuts and the painful reality of being perceived as a blocker. Startups frequently prioritize short-term speed over long-term stability, forcing my team to constantly defend necessary guardrails. Managing this persistent tension while actively protecting my privacy engineers from severe burnout requires immense mental fortitude and clear boundaries. Act 6. Career Horizons and the Blueprint for Quality. If you desire to scale this peak and excel in this domain, there are critical privacy guardrails you must always respect. First, never allow compliance policies to remain static, manual, or disconnected from the actual software engineering workflows. Your professional integrity as a data protection executive is your most valuable asset, and you must stand firm when technical shortcuts threaten the foundational security posture of your systems. Second, never implement overly restrictive controls that completely paralyze developer velocity without delivering clear risk reduction value. Every single policy or guardrail must serve a practical protective purpose, maximize operational efficiency, and remain maintainable by the team. If a control introduces excessive friction without clear justification, find a smarter, automated way to achieve the exact same compliance outcome. Looking toward the future, the career opportunities for elite data protection officers are expanding exponentially across the global tech market. As global data privacy regulations tighten, the demand for seasoned technical executives who understand risk at scale is at an all-time high. A successful track record here can easily propel you into premium executive roles, such as Chief Information Security Officer, Chief Risk Officer, or VP of Privacy. To those ambitious tech professionals aiming to reach the pinnacle of this field, here are my golden rules for true success. First, never stop learning and exploring. Stay deeply connected to emerging cloud compliance architectures, AI regulations, and security frameworks. Second, master the underlying financial model of your startup, because a great privacy leader doesn't just block risks. They design secure foundations for sustainable growth.
See you in the next English learning session by Wisdom Studio 8.